No one was supposed to see these horrifying drone captures. Keep watching to witness some of the most amazing things captured by drones that were not intended for public viewing. Welcome back to Just Scary. Headless animal. What is a headless animal? Is that an injured animal or an animal ghost? Look closely at how this strange creature with no head seems to walk relatively regularly. Although it may seem strange, this camel appears to be able to walk normally even without a head. Before you start to panic, let me explain why both of these animals appear to be walking with their heads turned in the opposite direction. This is a common habit displayed by some animals when they are scared or searching for prey. This is something new, right? Have you seen something like this? Giant humanoid figure. Andrew Dawson spotted a large humanoid figure walking on the summit of an icy mountain in the Canadian province of Alberta. No one in their right mind would ever dare to do something like that unless it was something other than a human being. Therefore, the opaque figure, despite being courageous, appears to have vibrations of total creepiness. Some claim that it might be a mountainous animal, which from a distance appears to be somewhat unsettling. Anyway, what do you think of it? A floating horse on water. In July 2022, Kelly Rogers and two of her grandsons paddle-boated on the Salt River in Arizona's Santo National Forest. However, Rogers chose to videotape a pair of horses standing in the middle of the river with her cell phone. When she later watched the video, the horses appeared to be floating. Was this a supernatural occurrence, or did the Hardy Boys possess some unicorn powers? It turns out that because Rogers was paddling, an optical illusion with the horses floating on the water's surface was somewhat generated. Cornfield Clown. Have you seen a clown? In this eerie drone video from Huntsville's cornfields, a man who was enthralled by the serenity of the aerial view of the fields came upon something odd in the center of the field. What was a man doing in the fields? Frightening cows in a spooky clown costume with a bright orange t-shirt? The clown poked his nose inside the drone and then began to hide behind some bushes, perhaps more frightened than the drone itself. Girl in the woods. It's normal to see a girl in the woods, right? So what's so special about this? Well, let's see. Following the capture of the fields by the drone, the camera saw a girl standing on the side of the field, straight out of your nightmares and into the canic chase. At first glance, it appears to be a regular girl, but they were unaware that the girl was blind and was dressed in an eerie white gown as if she were some kind of ghost prowling the fields. Canic Chase is reportedly a hotspot for such sightings, and this scary girl with hollow eyes is rumored to have ruled the entire field for decades. However, it is unknown how she got here. Do you perhaps know how she got there? If yes, comment with your thoughts on this one. Desert Ghost. There are a lot of ghost stories, but we can learn about this desert ghost. A man in Portugal is crossing the desert when he comes across this unsettling figure roaming among the mountains. In this video from August 2016, a huge humanoid creature can be seen hiding amongst the mountains and sand dunes. It has a slightly hunched back, but it can only be seen for a few split seconds as it disappears into the underbrush. According to rumors, the weird creature is a Saiyan zombie who hunts on camels and lives in the mountains. Tell us what you all think about it. A Church of Ghosts. Another story about ghosts. Do you think ghosts exist? If not, after viewing this drone footage of a deserted cathedral packed with unsettling white figures, you might reconsider. A cathedral known as St. George Church in the little Czech village of Lakova has been vacant ever since the roof collapsed when a funeral was being held there in 1968. However, utilizing classmates as models and covering them in sheets to make the ideal plaster cast with an eerie effect, local artist Jacob Hiderva created 32 life-sized ghosts to live within the cathedral while parodying its spooky history. If you want to see more videos, then hit the subscribe button. Moose shedding antlers. Have you seen a moose? When a bull moose was sighted in the middle of the snow on January 12, 2023 in the New Brunswick, Canada, this drone was able to record a hunter's fantasy. Wait until you see this enormous moose tossing its head to get rid of those large antlers. That is the moment of true fortune. It is natural for male moose to lose their antlers once the mating season is over and begin growing better and larger ones in preparation for the next season. The real horsepower. What is this real horsepower? Watch this video from the Natom festival in China if you've ever seen a merry-go-round pulled by actual horses. In the video, dozens of horses can be seen galloping simultaneously and circling each other across fields of grass while shining brightly. The magnificent beasts are visible under the sun, igniting the dust storm before directing it across the undulating grassland and into the far horizon. Every summer, for 3 days, traditional Mongolian sports like archery, wrestling, and horse racing are the focus of Natom, which signifies gains in Mongolian. Elephants foraging from garbage. Have you ever heard about the country of Sri Lanka? Do you want to go there? You will be able to see so many animals there. A herd of 15 wild elephants is shown in this terrible video from Sri Lanka searching through a pile of trash in search of rotten food. Although it is upsetting, officials claim that 6 of these gentle giants have died due to them going after trash piles left out by the residents during the night. Will you go to Sri Lanka? Do you want to see those wild elephants? 1 million bats. Are you afraid of bats? Most people are afraid of bats. Places like San Antonio, Texas and Fort Hutchins have discovered a number of bat caves where hundreds of thousands of bats were emerging. Have you ever been to Texas? If you have ever gone there, have you ever seen this many bats? While the entire scene is breathtaking to witness, a study indicates that each night 20 million Mexican free-tailed bats consume up to 20 tons of moths as they soar from Bracken Cave in search of insects. Now on to the next amazing story of astonishing things caught by drones. Dog rescued from the mountain. Are you a dog lover? Nayla the dog was separated from her owner on the eve of Christmas, and she spent the remainder of the night alone, lost and searching for her owner in the icy mountains close to Zion Canyon, Utah. Due to the steep and slippery terrain, the unfortunate puppy was unable to return to her house. However, towards the end of Christmas Day, the rescue team was able to find Nayla and successfully rescue her. Mysterious crop circle. The following drone video, which was captured in July 2020, reveals a puzzling crop circle in the center of a field in northern France. A farmer observed someone ruining his crops while he was driving his tractor through the fields. He was quite alarmed and worried. He eventually learned about the patterns, a rare phenomena produced by the flattening of a significant amount of crops, which added charm and beauty to the field. The pattern of this circle is a Templar cross, a symbol of an ancient order of Catholic knights. What do you think about these videos? Do comment below. Also hit the subscribe, like and bell icons. Refer to other videos on our channel too. Goodbye.